Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Ready. 95-56, 95-56. You're good, you're good. I'm forward, ready.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he? And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Connect. 180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What we got? What we got? What we got?
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Right here, right here.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. This one complete to Jordan Reed.
Let's go, baby.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
16 yards. First down, Carolina. 54's mark. 54's mark. Team spill.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Open man is Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
95-56. You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Kamara.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Breeze now to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead,
looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Rosen on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down, check, 4 down. Alert.
Rosen will throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On third down, Rosen. Flushed up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Breeze. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Panthers will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. He's going to look deep for more. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback at all times.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. On third and long, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Well, they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. A big pickup there on the run. 33 yards. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's always interesting with the first play of a drive, because both sides of the ball are talking about winning that play to set the tone for the rest of the drive. After that run there, we know it's on the offensive side.
Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Rosen. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On play action, Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check Mike 33. Check. Hey, wahoo! Double up. Mike check 33. 33. In your place.
Breeze going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed get it 1st and 10.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready? Young lady, young lady.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Perry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
21. 33.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Panthers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And Anderson's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Rosen. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of it.
And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to cash.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze is looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got room. 34 yards there and a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
53. Hey, Zoo. 1st and 10.
Breeze now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.